What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. We are back here with another realistic rebuild here in 2K25. Someone asked me to do the Pacers next, so here we are. I did the Bulls over the weekend, and now I'm recording this on Monday, and you guys will see this video on Tuesday. But we're talking about the Pacers, who obviously just made it to the conference finals last year, but now are off to, a little bit of an interesting start. We'll get into it as we get in the video. Let's just go ahead and jump in and do an Indiana Pacers realistic rebuild. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one and subscribe if you're new to this channel. As always, greatly appreciated. Now, obviously, it's kind of been a theme this year, I feel like, for some teams. Like, some teams have just gone off to slow starts. Like, Minnesota is still struggling a little bit, but Dallas has gotten hot lately. You got the Suns who are 12-11. You got the Blazers, who should be the first seed at 8-16. It's just all crazy right now. But that being said, in all seriousness, the Indiana Pacers, they remind me of the 2019 Blazers. They made it to the conference finals when they probably shouldn't have. They probably shouldn't have made it. They probably weren't ready just yet. And then they basically did little to nothing in the offseason to upgrade from that. And that's basically what the Blazers did too. Now the Pacers find themselves under 500, 5 games under 500. Now, Halliburton has not been the same player. I know he has like a little bit of a back thing going on, which is concerning. Mathurin, a great player. But overall, I think this team needs to make another move probably at some point. So I know they've had some injuries as well. I know Nimhard's missed some time, Neesmith's missed some time, so you could point it to a bunch of different things. But with that being said, I do think, I don't do this in all videos, but I do think it is necessary for us to stop at the deadline if I'm the Pacers and try to do something. I know they made an aggressive trade for Siakam, they re-signed him, so that's great. That's what you want to see, but you want to keep building on that. So who's the next piece you bring in is the question. I do think it's going to have to involve Jarris Walker in order for us to get another win now piece. So we'll have to see who that will end up being. With that all being said, I will see you guys at the deadline to start this video to see if we can make a trade to catapult us back into the standings of where we belong. Today's video is brought to you by Daily Grind Fantasy's Optimizer. If you play on apps such as PrizePicks, Underdog, or in these other popular DFS apps, having a tool like this is awesome to have to find good plays right in front of you without having to do zero research or little to no research. And there's not a ton of games, obviously, tonight as I'm recording this on Monday. There's only one NBA game tonight. We do have an early play for Tuesday on Underdog here. So over 15.5 rebounds and assists. As you can see, there's not a ton of data points. So this isn't my favorite play by any means, but it is Luka Doncic still. You have one book listing this at 17.5. That's a 2-point value, which is just insane value. So Luka Doncic over 15.5 rebounds, assists is an awesome play at this moment. But if you want to check out Daily Grind Fantasy to find more plays such as this, they got some esports on there as well if you're into that too. Always discrepancies on esports, as you can see, 29.5 to 31.5, under 31.5 to 29.5. So a lot of discrepancies. Make sure to check out Daily Grind Fantasy. Links down in the description below. Use code Crushables. 25% off the first month. Other than that, let's get back to the rebuild. So we're going to start with the trade deadline as promised, as we're 21-28 on the season. So we're not doing too hot at the moment, and I do want to try to make some type of move here. So Halliburton's leading the way with 19, 7.5 from Siakam, and then 16 from Mathurin. Like I said, I think anything we do is going to have to involve Jarris Walker more than likely. So let's take a look at what some of our options are. Now, if I'm the Pacers, guys such as Cameron Johnson or Dorian Finney-Smith, I think, make a ton of sense. Now, unfortunately, they just really don't make an impact in 2K, so they're not all that great in the 2K sim. So as much as I think DFS would help out the Pacers, and I think that's gettable, same thing with Cameron Johnson, it just really won't do much for us here. You do have New Orleans with like Brandon Ingram too, but I don't know if you want to go that direction. And then you have Zach LaVine in Chicago, who's going to be available too, so like you'd go that direction as well. Now, I do have a little bit of a weird one that I don't think he would be available, but I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility either. Now, Kuzma is another guy. I think I've gotten him in a Pacers video before, so I'm not going to do that. Denny Avdia would be great if you're Indiana, but I don't think that can happen either. So the one guy I'm kind of looking at, Keldon, is interesting too, but I kind of like the idea to like really get us something going is RJ Barrett off the Raptors. Like, would the Raptors, could we do something like this with the Raptors? I don't think the Raptors would be interested in trading RJ Barrett. I really don't. I think they like what they've gotten from him. But if we're really going to make anything happen in this video to turn the Pacers around, we're going to need somebody such as that. And I don't trade for RJ Barrett that often, obviously, for the reason that I don't think the Raptors are going to let him go. Now, we could visit this in the offseason, which could make more sense, I think. Maybe you could really get that going. But right now, it would be risky to do this because we're 7 games under 500, but I really want to try to turn this around as quickly as possible. So I want to see if we can bring RJ Barrett in, and I do think he'd be a massive help. He's on a pretty good contract for the next 3 years as well. would really give us another guy to rely on. So I'm going to see if we can make something happen here with his services. So Halliburton, Mathurin, Siakam are going to be guys we keep out of the trade. But as I mentioned, Jarris Walker could be a rebuilding piece for the Raptors. Don't know exactly what the Raptors, plans are going forward, but and then Nembhard, I think, is going to have to be another piece that would be incredible for them too. Or if we can keep Nembhard out of it, we'll find a way. We'll see. And if you trade Nembhard, and yeah, that might be a little too much. So, do we got anything else? Like, oh, Bruce, I forgot about Bruce Brown. No, he's on the Raptors now. I'm stupid. I was about to say, I don't know why I saw Brown and I was like, wait, do we still have Bruce Brown? No, he's in Toronto, idiot. All right, so Garrett Temple, and then what else do we got? Do we got anything else we can get in here that would just match the contract? So we're a little bit off. So we need more money than that. So Jarris Walker, Neesmith, Shepherd, and then what else we need? So Toppin or Mathurin or like Nembhard. Well, Nembhard's money wouldn't work either. So it'd have to be Toppin. Why? Isaiah Jackson is hurt currently. But obviously you can actually trade players in real life. And is that even enough now that I think about it? Yeah, we need Obi Toppin to be in here, unfortunately. So Obi Toppin's going to have to be the piece that's in here. So Jarris Walker, Neesmith, Obi Toppin for RJ Barrett is the ultimate what we're going to try to do. And then risky business would be trading our first round pick unprotected. I would do our 2028 first. I can't do my 2025. I think that'd be really goofy to do that. Let's see if they would do this for RJ, and they do agree. So that is going to be the first move of the video. Probably not going to be popular by some people, but if we're going to try to go win a championship, I think bringing in RJ Barrett was really going to help out this roster a ton. With that, you have a new rotation of Halliburton, Mathurin, RJ, Siakam, Turner, McConnell, Nembhard, Shepherd, and Jamal Shed, which obviously once Isaiah Jackson is back, which is he out for the season? I actually have no idea what happened to Isaiah Jackson, to be honest with you. Let's see what he's at. Oh, wow. He tore his Achilles. I had no clue that actually happened. I'm a freaking casual. All right. Wow. So we don't really have a backup center, which is really rough. I mean, we didn't really trade a center away, though. So who have they been? I don't know what I think it's Moses Brown. That's why they said Moses Brown. Okay, well, we're going to have to run Moses Brown for the rest of the season, I guess, over Jamal Shed. So that's what we'll do. And we'll run this for the rest of the year. Also, we all know, and you guys commented on the last video, shot tendencies are just down the board across the league. I don't know why everybody's shot tendency is like this. It's so stupid. It makes no sense. Just a massive tangent I've been going on lately. But I can only worry about it for the team I'm currently rebuilding. So I'm going to push Halliburton shot tendency up as necessary. And I'm going to push Siakam's up as well. And he could be obviously a good scorer for us. And RJ will go up to a 76. So that's what we'll rock with. We'll see how the rest of the season goes. Hopefully with RJ being brought in, we can turn the season around and at least make the play-in. Be interesting there, but we'll see how it ends up. Luka Doncic is your MVP. Jared McCain's your Rookie of the Year. Amin's your sixth-man Wembanyama Defensive Player, and Amin most improved as well. I mean, these are usually all the same, so I don't even know why I show them every video, but yeah, we didn't make the playoffs or the play-in, unfortunately, so that did not work out like we thought it could, and unfortunately, I was dead wrong. But the one thing I will say is we didn't trade our 2025 draft pick, so we'll have that in our back pocket, so we get to add a piece of the puzzle through the draft, which is going to be great. Also could trade it, but I do think at this point, with how expensive this roster can get, I do think drafting somebody on a rookie scale contract is probably the best direction to head into. So here are all your retirements, and let's get into the lottery, and let's see what we can do here. So for the lottery, we're projected the 6th overall pick. If we find a way to jump up, that's great, but it is going to stay, actually fell down to 8. So Pelicans get 1, Blazers 2. So for staff signing, we got Rick Carlisle still as the head coach, which I guess you could fire him based off missing the playoffs after making the conference finals, but I won't, I guess. All right, so let's take a look at what we truly need in this draft. So McConnell's our backup point guard. I know the Pacers fans love him, so we can keep him for now. Nembhard got extended, and he could be our backup 2 guard still. RJ's our 3. Siakam, Miles Turner. So to me, we do need a different 5. Turner is a free agent, but I think the problem with Siakam and Turner in the 2K sim is neither one of them are great rebounders. So we really need to get some rebounding here in the worst way possible. So not that I'm going to draft a rebounder just for that with the 8th overall pick, but we'll just kind of see what's available to us when we're selecting. So obviously, best player available is always the best approach to go with, and we'll see who is available. And I do believe Nolan Shore is still available. We have Igor, we have Liam here as well. We got Conrad, Drake Powell. We could take, the 5-man Malou Watch, which I've gotten him in quite a few videos, but I've gotten Liam in the last video in the Bulls. Nolan Shore, I've gotten quite a bit. I don't know much about this guy. Someone used to tell me, I mean, he plays with Cooper Flagg, so maybe he's starting to really become something for Duke, but maybe I need to educate myself. But I do kind of like the idea of taking Malou Watch here. 12 rebounds, 13 rebounds, and I do think I'm going to take him here. So we're going to take 7-2 center. out of Duke and bring him into the situation. Do we have another pick from anybody? I don't know. No, it's an early second. We'll take Carter Knox with this selection. All right. So Arkansas guard, and now we have our center of the future potentially, but I don't know if he's going to get run. Well, he'll get run this first season, but Wiseman, Shepard, and Mathurin will be, accepted. Isaiah Jackson, I think I'm actually going to decline the offer on a torn Achilles. So, and we probably have to bring back Miles Turner, but I wouldn't be opposed to trading Miles Turner in a sign and trade scenario because I just think we need a different center who rebounds, man. I really do. So I'm going to sign Miles Turner to a deal, and I don't often trade Miles Turner when I do Pacers videos, but I just feel like in order for this to be successful, we're going to need somebody who can rebound a little bit more, and it's got to be a different center. Like, I'm not just like Zubac for Turner. Sign and trade is interesting. It kind of gives us what we're looking for, and Zubac is better, I guess, at this point. Do we want to do that, though, is the question. Zubac for Miles Turner. It's interesting. It's different. Do we want to do it, though, is the question. We have to get a second-round pick, or do we just keep Miles Turner because it's probably the more realistic thing to do? I'll probably just keep him. So maybe at the deadline, if the team's still struggling, we'll do something. We'll do something with Turner's contract, but I think we just keep him. So McConnell, yeah, all this is looking good. I guess we need a backup forward. Wiseman will be healthy. So let's go see what backup forwards we can get. So Hardaway, Gary Payton. What else we got? Sandro. Sandro actually could be interesting to bring in here. So I'm gonna bring in Sandro for the Spurs, and that will be our offseason. So RJ Barrett, Blue Watch, and Sandro's are big moves thus far. Obviously nothing too crazy, but Halliburton's up to a 90. Shot intensity will be boosted up, and the team will be fully healthy. So there's a lot to say about that. That could really help out a ton in that regard. So basically, this season, or this upcoming season, we need to be a playoff team no matter what. Like, there's no excuses. We cannot miss the playoffs. That would just be a disaster to miss it again. You can't. You just simply can't. So even if I have to stop the deadline and make some type of move, I absolutely will. If we have to trade Miles Turner eventually, I absolutely will. We'll take a look at what rotation will currently sit at as we get into what we're about to be looking at. So obviously it'll be Halliburton, Mathurin, RJ. So let's take a look at it. So it's Halliburton, Mathurin, RJ, Siakam, Turner. I mean, it looks really good on paper. I'll take it. With Nembhard off the bench, Wiseman, McConnell, Isaiah Jackson. So Isaiah Jackson came out as qualifying offer, which I just noticed. But I mean, I'd rather give Ben Shepard minutes probably in this scenario. Shepard's a 6'6". We can move him to small forward. Let's do that. Shepard's going to go up to a 79 overall, so he'll get some run at the backup three. Johnny Furphy's not quite ready, and we signed Sandro, who's probably not going to play, unfortunately. So it'll be looking a little bit better there. And then Blue Watch is not getting any run in his rookie season, which kind of sucks, not going to lie. Do we let's run 10 man so he gets some team. Let's get him some minutes, man. I think it makes sense he gets some run here. So they're going to give it to Isaiah Jackson, but I'm going to give it to our rookie, and that's what we'll rock with. So good chance to stop at the deadline to make some type of move, I will be honest with you, but we'll see. We'll see how it ends up. Hopefully this team does good like I think they should, and we should be back in the playoffs like, we deserve to be. So we'll see how it goes. If I decide to make a move at the deadline again, I will show you, but hopefully I don't even feel like it's necessary to do so. We just let the team naturally develop into the team we expect it to be. So this season went a hell of a lot better, which is why I decided not to stop the trade deadline and make any changes. At one point, we were the first seed in the East. So I really thought we were going to stay the first seed. Unfortunately, not the case. But Halliburton was much better this year. He makes All-NBA third team on top of that, which is great. But we are the fourth seed in the East going up against a talented Orlando team. So yeah, a Pacers versus Orlando 7-game series. Sign me up for that. That'd be a ton of fun. So RJ with 13, 16 from Siakam, 12 from Mathurin, 12 from Nembhard, 9 from Turner, 8 from Shepard, and then 8 from Wiseman, 7 from obviously once we get, well, I'm assuming we're not going to win a championship this year, but I guess I can never really, you never really know. So we get the Magic in round 1, as I said. We will go down to a 9 rotation for these playoffs, so that's going to probably kick out the Rook, but that's fine. So here we go. Orlando, who obviously have Paulo, Franz Wagner, KCP, so it's kind of the same team. Nothing's changed. I guess they got Naz Reid, which is nice for their perimeter shooting, and then after that, it's not too intimidating. So can we beat the Pacers? Or sorry, can we beat the Magic in round 1? Let's find out. And we will be down 4-1 and lose. So no, we cannot. Not at all. All right. Well, drastic changes are coming, specifically at the center position. Dallas goes on to win the championship. Boston loses to them. Okay. Well, as I mentioned, Turner was somebody I was looking at trading, and I think I am going to do that this offseason ultimately. And our pick is headed, I believe, to the Raptors. Yes, it is. All right. So Rick Carlisle, do we fire you? I think we do. I think we fire Rick Carlisle. Let's fire Rick Carlisle. Can we get Joe Mazzulla to be the head coach? I don't know. We might get him. We'll see. So Mazzulla, Kenny Atkinson, Jenkins is here too, so we'll go for him as well. I think we'll get him if we don't get Mazzulla. Atkinson we can go for too. So we got Mazzulla. Or no, we didn't. So we want Jenkins. Oh, let's get Jenkins. So we got Taylor Jenkins to be our head coach here in Indiana. I like that a lot. And now we don't have a draft pick, as I mentioned. So to me, this is all about Trey Miles Turner this offseason. So Blue Watch is going to replace him, but I do want a center. Like if the Clippers, so if the Clippers did this again, I think we're doing this time. So we're not going to hesitate this time around unless there's another offer around here. Claxton's interesting too, but I do think Zubac, even though it doesn't seem like it, I really do think he'd make us better in the 2K sim. So I'm going to go for Zubac here to be our brand new 5-mid in Indiana. Wiseman and Isaiah Jackson will be let go, and then obviously he'll develop into our backup 5 and be really good there too. So the team may not change that much outside of what we just did. So let's go to player options and let's see what we got. So Shepard, accept all these. Jamal Shed also slowly developing really nicely too. So got to keep that in mind. Matherin's a free agent, which we will keep him around, and so is Wiseman and Isaiah Jackson. We don't plan on keeping either of them. So Matherin signed back, and that will probably be all we do. I really am a firm believer. I don't know why. I could be totally off by saying this, but I'm a firm believer. I think that we're going to be better this season. Rebounding is going to be better with Zubac. Matherin's up to an 86. Our backup 5's up to an 80. Shepard's up. Furphy is up. Jamal Shed. Like, these guys are... McConnell has regressed. So McConnell is not even going to get minutes this year, unfortunately. It's going to be Jamal Shed getting those minutes. Or we could even move Nembhard there. And we'll move him to point guard. And then it'll be Nembhard at point guard. And then you can have Johnny Furphy getting minutes. So whatever we decide to do. Or Furphy 6'9". You move him small forward, and then you move Shepard back shooting guard, and then you got yourself a interesting rotation. So that's what we're going to rock with. So we're going to go into year 3. Made the playoffs last year. Not a lot of changes this offseason, but obviously the big move we made earlier was RJ Barrett. And plug in any forward you want. Like I said, Dorian Finney-Smith, Cameron Johnston to me seem more realistic for the Pacers, but in order for me to make an impact here in the 2K world, we got to make bigger moves. And RJ Barrett, even though I don't know if he'd be available to Toronto or Toronto would trade him, we did give them a nice little package for him. So, all right, let's see if this ends up paying off ultimately. We got a new head coach, new everything's here, new center. I'm going to go to a 9-man rotation for the regular season, and we're going to rock with it. So, feeling good about it. So that leaves, so Shepard and Furphy are the ones getting the minutes there. Hopefully this pays off, and hopefully we find ourselves in the conference finals once again, and this time advancing. So at the end of the season, Wemby wins MVP. Cameron Boozer's Rookie of the Year for Chicago. Robert Williams, your 6th man. Wemby is defensive player as well. No surprise there. And most improved goes to Dylan Harper. And Cage, your clutch player. And Mark is your coach of the year. So here's your NBA first team. Wemby, Jokic. Halliburton does make it. So back to the Halliburton we all love and know. 23.5 and 10. Love to see that. All NBA second team. All NBA third team. All offensive first team. And all defensive second team. So we end up as the first team in the East, which is what we wanted when we obviously made all the moves we've made thus far. This is what we kind of envisioned. Now, none of this matters is if like the rebounding is just a lot better. So Zubac and, Muluwatch are rebounding like crazy nicely too. So I'm feeling good. But again, none of this matters is if you can't make a run, which is what is the ultimate thing here. So we got Chicago in round 1. We have Giddey, Zach LaVine, Kobe White, Boozer, Moritz Wagner. I just made a Bulls rebuild on Monday, so check it out if you haven't already. So I'm going to come around against Chicago, and we will beat them in 5. So off to a great start, and now we draw the Brooklyn Nets, who usually end up having a really sneaky good roster. And they have Aiden Claxton, Cameron Johnson, Noah Clowney. They drafted Ace Bailey, still have Dennis Schroeder, who's been incredible for them, and Cameron Thomas. So yeah, they're going to get a nice little haul for Dennis Schroeder when they trade him, assuming they do. All right, so I'm going to go game by game here because I'm going to get a little intimidated by this Nets roster. And there's the reason. We're down 1-0, but we do even it up. So we need to steal one on their home floor because we let them steal one on ours. So hopefully we can, return the favor here. This is a game 3 that would be massive to win if we can do it, but we're going to let them back in it. And we are going to win it. So that was nice. We're up 2-1. If we can steal the other one on their home floor, that would be fantastic. We go with a 3-1 lead with 2 home games left. That's what you want. So can we? Nope. That's going to be an even series, man. Brooklyn, like I said, dude, 2K, they're always sneaky. They always do so randomly good. I don't know why, but they do. Cameron Thomas is a stud. I guess that's probably the reason why, obviously. He scores a ton in 2K. All right, can we come out here and win? Yes, we are going to win this 3-2 game, or game 5. So we're up 3-2, which is massive. Unfortunately, well, fortunately enough, I do not want to see a game 7. So please just come out here and beat them in Brooklyn. But so far, they have had the lead throughout the game, and I don't know if we're going to get back in this one. We might have a game 7 on our hands, unfortunately. So game 7, of course, in round 2. Man, at home, hopefully we don't find a way to blow this. And I mean, I guess we're not blowing anything. Just Brooklyn's just giving us a test, man. They're not going to go away here. All right, so we are going to be taking the lead here. Oh, boy, this is close. But it looks like we're starting to run with it at the end, and we are going to win ultimately. So the better team won. And we're on to the conference finals and back where we belong. And now we get to play the Charlotte Hornets, who have Melo, Brandon Miller, Vince Williams, Miles, Mark Williams, Robert Williams, and Nick Smith. Okay. That was a massive Game 7 victory, but can we do it against Charlotte? Halliburton and LaMelo, same draft class. Who's better? Let's find out. They do still, once again, on our home floor, and they still both in Indiana. That does not feel good. We got to return the favor, hopefully, by winning Game 3, starting by winning Game 3. So this one's looking good thus far, and it looks like we are going to steal Game 3, but we have to do the same thing for Game 4. Going down 3-1 is a death sentence, of course, usually in series. And we start off with a nice lead here. It's looking good thus far, as long as they don't blow it. So they won the first 2 games in Charlotte. We are going to win the next 2 in, won the first 2 in Indiana, but we win the next 2 in Charlotte. So basically how the Denver and Minnesota series started. So no home team has won yet. The road team has won every time, but we look to change that here in this game 5. But 2K may have a different, opinion of that happening. Let's see. Can we get back in it at the end? The 4-point game with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. It's a 1-point game now. So let me jump in and see if I can steal this game 5. Because if we steal this, we're in the NBA Finals, which is all you really want. So let's see if we can come out here and play some clutch defense and get ourselves a ticket to the end. Or I guess this would be the 3-2 lead here, right? So it's a nice defense to start on that first drive. I don't even know why they shot that. But all right. We're going to make sure we don't screw around here. Let's make sure we take efficient, good looks. We have both our centers on the floor right now, but Halliburton should... Ooh, we're going to get fouled. All right, Noah's going to foul me. That should take out, hopefully, one of our centers because we don't need both of them on the floor, but I guess if that's the size they want. All right, so first free throw, excellent release. They do take out one of the centers, and now we only have, I think, Zubac in. Nice, okay. Or no, we have both the 5s in. You know what? Whatever. I think we're going to miss the second free throw. So we actually tied the game, by the way. I was even looking at the scoreboard. So we tied the game. So both our 5s are on the floor right now, which I don't know how much I like that. But I do have Zubac LaMelo, which is just kind of a death sentence right now. But let's see if I can hold up. Yeah, I'm going to allow a LaMelo 3. But thankfully, he does not make us pay for it. He misses. Okay, so we're chilling still. All right. Can I just... I kind of want to... Ooh, okay. Salon is lost in the sauce. Give me another foul. No, we'll take that. 119 and 117. 16 points tonight for Halliburton. But all right, we won't have LaMelo on. We'll have Hallie guard LaMelo this time, so it's going to be a little bit of a better matchup. Okay, LaMelo is nasty with it, and he wanted to just take the life out of us and hit that 3, but thankfully did not work out in his favor. All right, so give me a screen. Zubac. I low-key kind of wanted to take the 3 there, man. I don't know. Part of me wanted to take it. Part of me wants just to attack the basket again. I'm shooting the 3. Slightly late. It's not going to go down. Damn, bro. I should have attacked the basket. Melo ball is going to attack this time. Oh, he's got a wide open Noah. Noah's going to make us pay. Yep, 119 and 120. All right. Should have attacked, man. Instead, we settle for the 3. It doesn't work out in our favor. All right, so let's reset this. I might be able to pick and pop with this 5. Gonna take it. And that's going to be slightly early. It's going to go down, though. Massive. All right, so that was only a mid-range, but we'll still take it. 120 to 121. 38 seconds left. Massive jump shot by our boy Maluwatch. And now let's see if we can get a stop on this one. So we allowed an open 3 earlier in the corner. We're going to try to go LaMelo here. I'm guarding LaMelo out of this, and now we're going to go underneath the mount. That's good defense. That's not going in. What are we doing, man? So taking the ball out of LaMelo's hands really worked out. Do I just attack here? No, let's take some clock off. We have a 1-point lead. We still need to score here, though. So I'm okay with just attacking for 2. I don't want to settle for the 3. And I think... Give me an 1. Nope, we get the offensive rebound, though. Oh, my God, that's a massive offensive rebound. All right, so we can take a lot of time off the clock here. 6 seconds left. Attack here. Do we get 8 and 1? Nope. It's going to be... All right, so we're going to have to shoot a full court heather, I think. Oh, gosh, this is going to be nerve-wracking. That's not going in. Surely it's not going in. Let's go. We won. I was about to say, he has 3 guys guarding him right now. If he would have passed that, we could have been in trouble, but thankfully he didn't. We win game 5, which was massive, which is why we jumped in to try to secure that. So game 5 victory goes to us by 1 point, but hey, a win is a win. So we take care of home floor. We've won in Charlotte twice already in this series, so let's see if we can do it for a 3rd time to push ourselves into the finals. I would love to avoid a game 7 altogether, but it's going to be another close battle here, and they might win. Oh, it's close. We got to jump in again. It's a minute 15 left in the clock. 111 to 111. Let's see if we can. I mean, I could even watch this one, but we have the ball. So we have the all blues on now. So let's see if we can. I'm going to go to Halliburton here. And Brandon Miller is not ready for it. And I'm, ooh, okay. I was dead wrong. That boy was ready. I thought we could beat him with our first step. Not at all. Brandon Miller. I don't even know if he was on the floor earlier, honestly. I don't remember. So good defense, and LaMelo Ball is going to... actually, that was not good defense. I don't know why I said it was good defense. I jumped with Nemhard for no reason at all. I'm stupid for that. But try to make up for it. Didn't work out. So I'm going Siakam underneath, though. Should be able to lay that in. There we go. 113, 113. Tie it back up. This is to win the series and get to the finals, man. So let's see if we can take care of business. We got Halliburton, Garden, LaMelo, or Brandon Miller. Nemhard's on the floor. I'm there. He's trying. He's not getting. He's got nothing right now. If you want to shoot with Robert Williams, I'm down for that, but I let Brandon Miller wide open. 113, 116. That's my fault. I'm going to Halliburton here. I just... Zubac, I thought he had a cutting layup, but not going to happen, unfortunately. All right. Do we just... Let's attack the rim, and... Not going to get the layup. Not going to get the layup. So, they're going to win this one, I think. Unfortunately, that sucks. So, let's just send to the end. Let's just go to a game 7. We screwed up. Did not play well at all. We lose by 3. So, game 7 to win this series, to get to the finals. We're back home for this one. Let's get it. So, game 7. Hopefully, we don't come out here and just lose. And we are going to be down early on in the game. Are they going to just kick our butts now? And we are going to get back in the game at the end and beat them by 1. Holy moly, that was clutch. Halliburton and Luka. We get the Mavericks now. Kyrie, Luka, Lively, Martin. Oh my gosh. I cannot believe we just won that. Dude, we literally took it at the very end. I thought we were going to another offseason. We might still be going to another offseason because we got Luka Doncic, so nothing's guaranteed here. But we do even the series, so... now we head back to Dallas, though. So we got to get 1 win here. It looked like they were going to just blow us out in the first quarter, but we got close. But can we get close again? And we are going to lose, so we're down 2-1. All right, so game 4 in Dallas. We start off with a nice lead here in the first quarter. Hopefully we can continue to put the foot on the pedal. But it's going to be a close one down the stretch, man. You go down 3-1 to Luka Doncic. I don't think you're escaping with a 3-1, comeback. I just don't think that's going to happen. We've already jumped in twice. Just win this, please. Do me a favor and win this 2K for us. And we are going to win. All right, it's 110 to 109. Even the series. And now for game 5 back at home, that was a massive win. Because if we go down 3-2 or 3-1, we were going to be in massive trouble. We've been on their ankles, but it looks like they're starting to run away with this one. So we have to force a game 7. Are we going to be able to do that? That is going to be the ultimate question. I am going to go to an 8-man rotation. Game 6 to force a game 7. We got this far. Can we get out of this with another game? Let's see. So we have the lead right now, but they are on our tails, and we are going to a game 7. So we beat them badly there. Game 7. Obviously, I'm hoping this is at least close so we can jump in to maybe salt the game away. But maybe the Maverick... Okay, it's going to be close still. Back and forth. It's a 9-point game, though. Oh, man, did we just get this far just to lose to Dallas like that, man? Can we get back in it? It's going to be... It's a 7-point game with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. I don't think we could make this happen, but your boy's going to try. Do they have the ball, too? It would be great if we had the ball. They have the ball, unfortunately. So we're going to have to guard Luka Doncic, which I've struggled with in the past, if I'm not mistaken. I think I've jumped in and tried to guard Luka before, but losing in game 7... I mean, that's good defense, so we'll take that. But losing in game 7 would sting really badly. But let's just see if we can quickly score here. And that's going to be a really good first possession. 101 to 106. So a stop on the defensive end. We were able to just dunk it on this end. All right. So one more stop and another basket makes things very interesting. But again, we're guarding Luka Doncic. I'm just going to guard Luka, dude. Because Luka Doncic, and I'm not saying I'm going to do a good job at it, but he's obviously going to be the problem here. And we, oh my God, Keegan, or is that Keegan or is that, Okay, he misses it. That was massive. That was a massive miss. So, Johnny Furphy has the ball right now. Let's go to... Why does Zubac not stay at the top of the freaking... Oh, my gosh. Zubac literally cut to the middle like an idiot, dude. I was literally... Oh, my gosh. And Halliburton's running away from the ball. Like, I'm not trying to run it up with Furphy right now. That was such a massive turnover we just had, dude. Holy crap. All right, well, it's still not over yet. We can still make something happen. So, dude, that turnover sucked so badly, though. Nothing there. Mathurin, Siakam. Siakam, can you... Nope. We get cut off here. We got nothing going on right now. All right, so give me a screen, Siakam. And we're going to take this 3. Slightly early. It's not going to go in. We needed that 3, I think. I felt like we had to take a 3 there. Not going to go in. Felt like we had to take the shot. And we're going to go to Lively. Luka? Or no, he is on the floor. He's on the corner. All right, so they're going to shoot another mid-range. That's not going to go in. So we still have a chance. Still slight small window. We got to score quickly here, I think, if we're going to make something happen. Siakam 3. And it's not going to go down. Offense rebounds massive. Not there. Halliburton. I'm going to attack the basket. Give me an and 1, maybe. Nope. 108 to 103. Okay, it's still a 5-point game. Massive offensive board by Zubac. We needed that. All right. Stick to Luka Doncic. It's not going to be easy to do. But, and I mean, I played as good a defense as I possibly could there, dude. There was nothing else, nothing more I could do there. Mathurin 3. So, I mean, that felt good. We'll take it. That was massive. We needed that too. 110 to 106. All right. Well, we need to stop on the defensive end. 44 seconds left. We're keeping the pressure on. Jaden Hardy is going to get to Luka, obviously. They're going to screen with Lively. Luka 3. If he hits that, GG's. Yeah, that's game. Luka Doncic, I hate you, bro. I like you in real life and all, but dude, why do you have to be unstoppable in 2K? 3, and that's not going to go down. And we almost get the offensive board, but we don't. Luka Doncic is going to probably dagger us in transition. He misses it, but Cody Martin's there for the offensive rebound to put it back in. Dude, that's so unfortunate. All right, well, what we'll do is we'll run it back for one more season. But, man, that is a heartbreaking loss. And, of course, we'll hit the 3 now with Halliburton behind the... Yeah, this game's over, though. So, to get to Game 7, to lose like that really sucks. Whoops, I meant to click sim to the end, obviously. Let's go... Wait, if I run this back again, do they give it to... Of course they give it to us. I didn't mean to quit like that, but obviously going to run it back. That didn't count. So McCollum's going to retire. We're going to just run it back for another season. So we're going to just kind of see how things go. But same thing. Everything's going to stay the same. So I'll see you guys in the next season, and hopefully we can get it done that time. So we've once again made it back as we finish up at 55 and 27. So the first seed goes to us once again. But as always, it does not matter if we can't bring a championship to Indiana. So we get the Cleveland Cavaliers in round 1, who, yeah, they got a good looking roster. Allen, Mobley, Jalen Tyson, Mitchell, and Garland. So I'm not jumping into any games here because I don't want to make the video ridiculously long. So let's just see if we can beat Cleveland. I mean, this is a scary 8th seed, but thankfully we beat them in 5. And now we draw Charlotte, who gave us problems last year. See what happens this time, and of course this time we beat them in 5. But now the other team that gave us problems is Brooklyn. Would not shock me in the slightest if they actually beat us here, and it's a Game 7. All right, Game 7 simcast. I'm skillful by stopping that on the dot for a Game 7 simcast. So can we get it? It's looking good right now, and I think we're going to be back in the finals. Now, who will be matched up against us is the question. It will be Dallas or New Orleans. Honestly, give me Dallas. It is Dallas. Be careful what you wish for, though, because it is Kyrie Irving again. Or sorry, Luka again, but so far, so good. 2-0. Why couldn't we have done this last year? Why couldn't we have done this last year? I will tell you why. I'm assuming it's because of how much our boy Blue Watch developed. And then let's take a look at the full player stats. So I didn't really look at this too much. So 23 from Halliburton, 17 from Benedict Mathurin, 16 from Siakam, 14 from Blue Watch with 11 rebounds, and 12 from RJ Barrett. So ultimately, we get it done. We got a Game 7 in Brooklyn, but this time we smoked the Mavericks. I mean, I felt like they got better than they did get worse, but you know what? Whatever. I'm not even going to question it. All that matters is we won. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you on the next one. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.